Hi guys, just doing a casual let's play video of myself where I will just be commenting on my gameplay and telling you tips on the way, also showing you some of the new things, as this is the new patch with the Commonwealths and I'm playing as the Commonwealths. I just bought the assault squad there, 100 MP. That's interesting one there. So it's the cheapest assault squad in the game now, since the Germans assault squad is now 110 MP. I think it's okay because they're actually the worst assault squad in my opinion. The EM grenade launcher for the assault squad leader with the UK guy comes with that rifle with the grenade, is very situational and isn't that useful a lot of times compared to the STG-44. So you can kind of spam the UK assault squads, I find, for the few games I've played, but it's not that effective as the German assault squad spam when that was cheap. So just trying to send my guys, one on the left, one on the right, just so I can have potential flanking opportunities and grenades. As you can see, I was able to get a few grenades off and ambush a few of the squads here, and a nice clumsy grenade here. Grenades myself, couldn't get out of DC. That kills Boogie's trip as well, so both of us got killed. That's okay. So Boogie is the host for this game, Boogeyman from the USA. For some reason the lag didn't let me cap that flag, so there is still lag obviously. It hasn't really improved that much, but it's not as bad. It seems rather smooth, just the clicking, which is normal for having 200 MS or so. So playing up against the Germans, Boogeyman, some random guy and Godwin on the other team, so good players. And on my team I've got Warthog and some other guy, I think Comradestalin, that's it. So it's a rather balanced game. So I bought another assault squad here, just trying to spam them. I didn't go another one afterwards because I thought Boogie likes to bank, and if I for 222 comes or some sort of 20mm anti-infantry gun comes, I'll be pretty much doomed because I've already got the domination of infantry. If I didn't have any infantry left, I might have gone infantry, but now because I've got such domination infantry, I don't need to buy anymore. So I'm just going to keep pressuring him on the back flag here. So yeah, the UK guys, UK's faction is looking quite strong in my opinion, a lot better than the previous one. The 17 pounder or the 17 pounder gun penetration, because one of the changes they made to AS2 is made the penetration values realistic, which means all the guns fire at realistic penetration. And one of those guns is the 17 pounder, which is really strong. It has a really good penetration now. So I dare say this is actually probably a better faction to counter Germany at some stages of the game than USA, especially because the 76 Sherman for USA is quite underwhelming. But I did hear from Delta Dude and the DMS guys that they are going to kind of buff the USA faction by decreasing the prices of some of the things, like the 76, because the H and the Stuck can basically max range a 76, which costs 800 MP to 550, which is a bit silly. So that 2-pounder came in greatly. That was a a very good choice there. That really changed the battle there. So I've got the full domination now of my infantry still. And as the UK there, you can see special points. They've got good infantry at the start, the UK, because they have a lot of options in terms of infantry. Well, not really, but basically they don't have many options other than infantry. That's why you tend to go to the infantry. So you go to the Black Watch spam. Black Watch is awesome. It's basically a free one squad. You get more men than the 30 cal one pointer for the USA team, because they don't have the 30 cal, which is a better gun than the Lewis gun that you get with the MG on the UK Black Watch team. But it works well as a Zerg at the start, just getting the numbers off the players, and also the Anzacs come at 2 points, which are really good too. So Godwin brings up a flak to help out Boogeyman. Just have to get my troops away from there ASAP. Two of them, interesting, both of them got it, but I got a lucky HE shell here. Takes out the flak in one shot, didn't expect that. So 2-pounder there, really pretty good gun, similar to the M3 of the USA. I've done a tutorial on that. Very similar. It's got pinpoint accuracy and can take out those snipe units with its AP shell. So having a bit of trouble crewing that. Boogeyman doing the right thing there, just stopping me from decrewing. The flak 20mm can also damage the gun if it gets lucky. But just trying to blind shot that. You can see when I hovered my mouse cursor over there for you new players, you see a little dot there. That means I've actually moved my cursor over it. So unfortunately here, I couldn't get that crude, and I was really wanted to take out that half track first before I perish, because I know I was thinking that this is definitely going to be captured, so I just want to take out that half track quickly. Some reason it won't respond to my turning, but got it tracked at least, so he did capture that. Yeah, UK good infantry at the start. Later options, they do have the Cromwell 95. It's pretty good SPG because it's 4 special points, the Cromwell 95mm, compared to the 105 for the Sherman and the Ster, which is at 5 points. So I find that a unique thing for UK, which I like. Gives you the option of going that cheaper. But they have the 5-pointer special for the Croc as well, the UK. So at the start they can compete with the Germans, I think, with infantry spam, and also they have the Crusader AA, a 300 MP, compared to the Luke and the 222, which is 240 MP. It does counter them quite well, and is a fantastic infantry killer, the 20mm, as you know. So when a Valentine here, I really just wanted to take out the flak and the half track and the 2-pounder, because it's got very strong armor, the Valentine. So just taking out those quite easily. Happy. I like the 2-pounder gun on that too, because it has such a fast reload rate. It's a very good gun to kill emplacements, and it's very accurate too. So at the start, I'm not too worried about anything fighting the Valentine, not even a P3. It's quite unique with the Germans when you play the UK, because the P3 is quite useless in my opinion. There's so many options for the Germans to counter, the UK team to counter the Germans, such as the Valentine, the Matilda, the Cromwell, all in the relative price range of the P3, but they counter it outright. A G for Germans, I find the Panzer G is actually not bad versus UK, because it can take out all those things, Matildas, Valentines and that, where they will struggle to take it out at max range. So it's a unique buy, I guess, for UK. With Soviets and USA, Germans P3 is good. But yep, priority target, taking out that flak, just right clicking it there, because it's going to take me a while to DC it. I want to control my infantry instead, just not micro that area. So just having trouble getting it, just spamming the assault squads, just trying to get the infantry dominations. I'm struggling to get that MG. I just would have thought my Valentine MG would have been able to take it out, but some reason the Valentine decides not to shoot at the flak. Still, again, it's really annoying. Why don't you just shoot at the flak? So I had to DC at that time. Strangely, sometimes in higher ping games, I find that the AI does not want to shoot. But here comes a P3, I think, from Boogeyman or Godwin, not sure, but I got the nice EM grenade launcher. You saw that takes out 3 paratroopers there very nicely. So that's a bit of a luck thing with that EM grenade launcher. AI does use it, so I'm quite comfortable taking out that P3. Just trying to main gun it. So I know at that range, my 2-pounder hasn't got a strong gun. With the he got lucky there on my one instead. Oh well, so that goes my Valentine. Just taking a break from tutorials, just feel like playing it a bit more now. The performance, yes, I forgot about the topic. The performance of the game. This patch was meant to be introducing a lot of good changes to the game with multiplayer performance. So far, I'd say it seems to be okay, bit better. I wouldn't say that great. There was a few games that actually crashed and went out of sync, but on general it's definitely better, but none of these players really have bad computers, so it's not really a good test, I suppose. I mean, in terms of having not players with good PCs, it seems to work well. As you can see now, it's relatively smooth, not too bad, just like normal Assault Squad 1. So I went Blackwatch again, so building a Blackwatch. I'm thinking of building a defensive area here, but I saw a sniper there, so I'm falling back a bit. The sniper can really whittle away your troops, and it's a bit of an attrition war. The longer you stay out, the more you lose, you end up losing. So I'm putting my defense a bit back, because I know also Godwin and Boogeyman are coming to me, both of them. So I'm really going to try make them go forward a bit, so it may give the center opportunities to flank their tanks if they decide to go forward. So not having much luck repairing this. at this stage now, I'm thinking I'll just defend. So I'm going to move my Anzacs around this area here. The reason for that is their sniper, their 20mm, anything can't really take it. So in that position there, they're quite safe for any barrages, and they can defend if the enemy decides to cap that point. So I'll try to get lucky there on that P3, trying to get a sneaky grenade in nearly. But see over there, the enemy comes down here, takes out my troops, and shoots out with these guys. They might take out these, they waltz in there, then they'll get shot by the Anzacs from the side. So they're pretty safe in this area here. That's why I put it there, just to slow down the enemy for now, because I haven't got much options to send my Anzacs down there with the sniper MGs behind sandbags there. I'm also thinking, right now it's a priority target, obviously the H, trying to take it out, trying to get a lucky side shot there, but Godwin just moved out the way ever so slightly. So they're both engaging a Comet that my enemy bought there. Mr. Comradestalin did quite well to take those out, but he did bank for that. They didn't really pressure the center that much, it seems. So Anzacs here, I don't know why I moved it to the right there. I think I decided not to do that. So there goes the dreadful H, so I know that's down. Still waiting on my Churchill though. Churchill, definitely a unique tank for the UK team, especially the Crocodile, 5 points. So quite powerful infantry at the start. If the Germans don't respond with spamming their own points, so if they save their special points for Veteran Tiger, I don't think Germans can really hold the UK team unless they defend very well. Just complaining about the centre, no infantry. That Godwin's definitely a player that uses Brandenburg as well, and I'm really afraid there's a Brandenburger right here, all over the place around here. So I'm quite paranoid. I'm going to send my troops to cover that Comet there, and they just stopped the fire for some reason. Just get there, come on, you can do it. Comet, yeah, nice, finishes off. So repairing that Valentine, quite happy that it survived. And I think that's a Stug, yeah, so I was just hoping I get the repair on the Valentine so I can kind of like do a crossfire with the Comet. So with these team games here, there's lots of opportunities you can do that. When one tank engages the other one, you go from the side, and they have to make a choice basically to engage which one. But here comes the Anzacs, just storming right in there. You can see, not really trying to micro the units too much. Don't need to, just want to get behind the cover and just start shooting. That's all I'm doing. I'm just wary of snipers here, so I'm just kind of looking around if there's any snipers. So if there's snipers there, I probably won't be doing that for long. I'll probably hold down, duck down. So just checking the Crocodile timer, 2 minutes, trying to get a shot off. Nope, I'm tracked, and it's a Stug, so the Stug 75mm gun can quite easily kill the Valentine. With the Germans, you do have to step it up a notch, quite a bit versus the UK. UK have, as I said before, the Valentine, the Matilda, and the Commonwealth. So you can't take them out. So you have to step it up to the H or the G, the 75mm to actually penetrate those tanks. I didn't try the 17 pounder in this game, but the stats on that looks really good. It might be an option. In the previous AS1, the 17 pounder, it's too big. The basic, not the tank, the 17 pounder AT gun. It was very easy to kill the HE shell because it just was a magnet that actually defensive metal piece on that 17 pounder over here actually is its doom. So just trying to get lucky here. Took out the Stug. Now I'm just going to try flank, because I know that they just lost the Stug. They may not have any defense to take out my Cromwell, and my tank got stopped by a well. That's rather unfortunate, but yep, Mr. Godwin did have a Panzerfaust over there to stop my attack, but I was quite confident because they've lost so many tanks that still wouldn't be unprotected. So it's a worthy flank, I suppose, and I know that I had the Churchill Crocodile coming any moment. But first, I wanted to just try sniper. I was trying to play a bit tricky here. I was going to try sniper their sniper and then take out the MGs, but as you can see, my snipering isn't. You'll see, it was quite funny. So just trying to pop out there, didn't do too well. snipers coming here. I think I underestimated the range. I should have snuck in this sniper. I thought it was at max range. I thought it wouldn't fire automatically, and boogeyman must have been waiting or something, because that was max range. And so after I was planning to just assault with my commandos, but that really stalled me. So crocodile's out now. Right now I've got the commandos, I've got the crocodile. I could use as a flame. The thing is, the crocodile tank doesn't have a turret with its flame, so it's kind of hard to push with the crocodile in some locations. And I know Godwin will have, or boogeyman will have, Brandenburgers around here, so you have to be careful with that. Spacing infantry in front. So I got Crusader at this time, just to let it be. This is a good combo, by the way. I like to do this with the Germans, with the Tiger and the Lukes. Churchill and the Crusader, why not? And I saw that the enemy went to stir. I'm not sure if boogeyman could have afforded a veteran Tiger, but it was still a while away. It's probably another at least 6 minutes away. So just storming in there, not really marking too much, just getting the Crusader AA to do the killing. And I do have a little blank spot here, which I should have sent some infantry, and bad luck for Mr. Godwin there. So somehow he must have snuck in somehow, and I actually didn't notice him. I just noticed him on this recording now. Oh, that was bad luck. That would have changed the game. This crocodile ended up doing great things. So flak, just taking it out, right clicking on it instead. Don't need to micro that, it's not too important. The AI can do a good job at shooting that. There it goes. So I really hate snipers, as you can see. I just want to kill it, so I'm just trying to get lucky there to try to get a shot off. It's my priority to kill it straight away. So interesting buy here from Boogie. I'm not sure if it's a good one. I'm pretty sure it's not, because I got the crocodile. Crocodile can quite easily take out the G without getting killed. So just moving my Crusader A8. I'm trying to get my crocodile in to take out that P4. And while that's happening, I'm just charging my infantry down, so not really microing too much. They're just assault squads here, 100 MP, so you don't really need to micro too much. So trying to select my croc. It's a bit laggy. This changes the movement mode. As you can see, that's one of my biggest gripes there. If you click on a unit and you click too fast, it changes the movement more into question mode, so the AI starts moving it. So I had to DC that one. For some reason it couldn't pathway its way through those trees for some reason. Just taking out that G. And a H there as well. So not good buys, I think, by both players regarding to have a croc on the field. The Churchill crocodile, that is, because none of these tanks can penetrate me, and if I get close I can penetrate these guys quite easily. But that G's on a pretty good angle there, so it's not exactly a straight armor hit for me, so I'm not having much luck penetrating it. So just moving up my forces here, just making sure I make efficient use of all my troops on the right hand side, and also making sure I don't get flanked by some other Brandenburger or sneaky guy trying to take out my Churchill. And on the right here, just sending my squad up here where the sniper was, and I know boogeyman would have ducked it down, so just flanked that down, killed that sniper over there. After he saw that Crusader, he would have hauled down on that sandbag, so easy kill there. It's a bit of a slow thing with the funny thing with the lucky there that my ally had a different angle there. As you can see, Churchill there took it out from the side. Nice one. So interesting tanks here from the UK. They have generally the gist of it is, the uniqueness of the UK tanks is they have very heavy armor, and guns are not so great on some of the tanks. They do have great tanks with good guns, but those tanks don't have good armor. The ones with good armor don't have good guns. Excuse my retard moment. But yeah, I think the Black Prince, the 10-pointer special unit by the British, are actually going to be quite decent now, because the 17-pounder penetration's pretty good. And I'm sure they've fixed the glitchy armor of the Black Prince too, where you could hit the top hull of the turret, the top part of the turret, and just penetrate it with any gun. So it might be a decent call, but I'm not an advocate basically of, so just got lucky there. kept my eyes open, making sure I'm ready for the opportunity. Just straight away DC that. That was a really critical moment where I had to kill that tank. Just pushing up now, just in groups, trying to make sure the Brennenbergers don't get me. Oh yeah, so also I'm not too sure how RT will play. I'm not also on that point, what was I talking about? Yeah, on the point of 10-point special points, I'm not an advocate of saving your special points to that high. I'm a pressure player, attacking player, and it works well as the kind of play in this AS. And I don't think if you do save for your special points, you're going to kill yourself basically, because you won't be able to stop an enemy. I think part of the reason why Boogeyman was able to stop me because he didn't build enough or spam enough infantry, and especially versus the UK, I was able to spam the Black Watch plus a lot of Anzacs when he didn't have that. But other than that, the counters worked well for me. UK artillery in general in this game, I find it useless. I wonder what you guys think about it. I've never really bought a one infantry piece. I've actually never bought one because I didn't feel the need to. Has anyone ever felt the need to buy arty? I've seen a few new players buy arty, and they really only kill like maybe even half a squad before it dies or throughout the whole game. Anyway, GG guys, I'll see you around hopefully a next tutorial soon.